Hey everybody. So, like I mentioned in one of my last videos, due to some, I wouldn't say unsavory, but not nice people, trying to lay claim to the word tulip in conjunction being used with anything leather, according to them. Um, I wanted to avoid being sued by anybody, so because that was the threat. Anyway, so I'm redoing some of these bags, like I mentioned in the other video. This one is going to be the Lotus Flower Bag, okay, not a tulip, lotus flower, okay. Uh, you'll see here there's different colors and the different sizes of the flower petals, the lotus flower petals, that is going to be used. First, though, the leather I'm using is kind of a lighter brown base, and it has a nice temper, nice softness to it. For this size bag, I think it's going to work great. Make sure that when you cut out all these pieces according to the pattern, and they're labeled to go together really easily. But make sure you line up the scissors. You'll see here in the pattern, you'll see where these are supposed to line up, and I just use transparent packing tape to tape each of the pages together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Punch out all the holes, and the grommet holes. That's for the drawstring, and then there's some holes here for rivets and where the shoulder strap attachments are going to go here and here. So I'm going to do that and be back so I can show you. I'll show you the petals, the various petals, the sizes and look of those, along with the color of leather I'm going to be using for this lotus flower bag, not a tulip. Okay, be back in a second. Hey everybody, so this is the other pattern that I was telling you about on the other video. This is going to be a lotus flower bag. I have 10 petals here. I have small ones in red, and I have larger ones in this blue. Like I said, the lighting in here is not the best, but this is a nice blue color. This is a nice red, and a little bit of darker, medium brown. Yeah, a little bit darker than tan base. I have the petals kind of tacked down in place. I have the inner support, I guess is kind of what I'm calling it, but the inner circle in place, and it's ready for the blue one, which is the same size. There's two of these, so this one and this circle of holes corresponds to this circle of holes, right? This circle of holes, which is where the bottom line of holes on the larger petals are going to fit. Okay, so let's see. Here's this one here. So it's going to fit on those larger holes, just like that. Okay, and then this is going to go on top of it, like that. So it's going to take a little bit of work to get everything in place. This, and then this bottom one on the other side. What I like to use are these little stitch keepers. I got a bunch of these that I use to just hold them in place while I start stitching on one side. These are holding this in place on the other side. So that's a little tip that I use to when I'm sewing a lot of stuff that have to match up perfectly. So what I'm going to do though first, before I get to these, I'm going to start stitching these. So there's 5 holes. There's 3 on the petal, 3 holes on the petal, and then there's another hole on each side through the base, and that corresponds to these holes here. These 5. Okay, so there's the 3 for the petal, and then 2 or 1 on each side. It goes all the way through, and I'm going to be using this nice red. This red color. I got these from Rocky Mountain Leather Supply. Big shout out to them. Super nice folks here in near Salt Lake City, Utah. But super nice folks that I was able to go and pick up some. This is 6mm. The last pattern I did for the fairy flower, I used 8mm. Is 8mm, and it was just a little too thick. The holes that I've punched are 1.2mm holes, and so the 8 was trying to get 2 of those, so there it was a little bit it was a little bit tougher. So I'm going with the 6mm thread. Yeah, there we go there. Tiger thread for this pattern. It should make it easier. But yeah, I'm going to start with each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, all the way through here. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. Then I'll show you where it's at. But basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to do these. Yeah, I'm going to do these petals with the 2 pieces through it. The one piece that is going to happen at the end is this nice little base that there's the holes already punched through. So like the other one, I'm probably going to use like a Chicago screw or something like that, a little beefier than a rivet, and that's going to go right there in the middle. I think it's going to look nice. Okay, let me get started on this, and I'll be right back. Hey everybody, so back again. I wanted to show you. I got the inner circle placed, and I'm holding down the petals with these stitch keepers like I showed you before, but I wanted to show you the inside after that's done too. So here's the inner circle, or the second circle. There's the red that's getting stitched to the red petals here. You see stitching there, and then this is stitching through the base, all 3, and holding the blue petals down, so they're stitched down. You're gonna see they're just kind of held in place, but it gives you an idea of what this is going to look like. Make sure that it also helps you make sure that everything is going to line up correctly. I did start on this red one here. This red, you can see the stitching doesn't go all the way to the bottom. There's that circle just right there. You can see here, doesn't go all the way to the bottom, almost. So you just stitch up, stitch back, saddle stitch that with the tiger thread that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the red with the red thread, and then I'm going to finish the blue again with the blue thread here. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward. Once you get these pieces in place and stitched through, it's easy to do. You just line things up basically. Okay, so I'm going to get going on this, and then I'll show you the progress. Okay. Hey everybody, so I got all the petals stitched down, because you'll see that here, and it's the same with the red and the blue. You start here, you go up and down. It doesn't connect again to this middle part. There's space there. Can you see that? So for both of these, like I said before, you do the inner stitch to connect to this red. Then you sandwich kind of like this blue through the red to this blue, and then these. I'm trying to explain this better. These there's a line that connects all of these to the blue. Okay, it's kind of like this right here. So this line, like I explained it before, this line goes underneath this circle and lines up with all these holes. So all those should line up in your pattern. Make sure that you are printing it off at actual size, and it should fit on whether you downloaded the A4 or a US letter size. So make sure those line up really good. Okay, but that said, got all these done. I need to put the little the strap keepers here. Like I mentioned before, this goes through, and so this hole here goes underneath, gets riveted to this first hole here, okay? And then you put a D-ring on, and then this hole gets riveted, you fold it over and riveted to that second hole, okay? So it'll be like that, okay? So I'll show you that when we get to it. But I need to get the rivet, or sorry, I get the rivets down here for the strap keepers. I need to get the grommets. These are 1/4 inch grommets. I need to get those placed and get a nice drawstring cut off to length, and then it's gonna be pretty much done. I'll show you that here in just a second once I get the strap keepers and grommets done. Okay, that was fast. I got the grommets placed. Definitely want to use grommets, not eyelets. Grommets have the backing that when you press down, it kind of sandwiches the leather between the two pieces. So that's the difference between a grommet and an eyelet. I discovered that while I was doing leather working. So yeah, grommets, because of the strength, it just adds a little bit more strength to it when you're tying stuff closed, like drawstrings or corsets and stuff like that. But yeah, I got these on, got a little strap, little strap keepers riveted in place. This is what I was talking about, how this end here goes in the second hole. There's 1, 2. Here, see 1, 2. So the first one comes in here. You put the D-ring and it folds over, and this one corresponds to this one here, and the first hole is underneath. It's not visible. Okay, so that's one way of doing these clasps. If you want to do them different, up to you, depending on how your cosplay is or the outfit that you want to match this to. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I forgot to show you the little drawstring keeper. This goes, the drawstring goes in here, and it just helps cinch it closed. And then I have the little hand strap that's going to connect to these two once I drawstring it closed. So I'm going to go ahead and get this threaded and show you what that looks like, along with the little hand strap here. Okay, be right back. Okay, here it is. I still need to put the little cincher, the keeper on this drawstring, but I wanted to show you what it looks like with something inside of it. And I bet you probably thought I forgot, but I didn't. I went ahead and got the bottom piece here, little green petal base attached with a little Chicago screw on the bottom, and it just goes all the way up and connects on the other side. But yeah, I think it came out nice. Looks pretty good. I'll get some glamour shots here of it here in just a second. But yeah, just remember, this is a Lotus. This is the Lotus Flower Bag or handbag or hand purse, since it's the smaller version of the larger one. But it has the 2 colors. It has the 10 petals. Not a tulip. Not a tulip. Again, this is a Lotus flower handbag or hand purse. Or what do they call it? A reticule? Or reticule? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But something like this will go perfect with your cosplay as a hand purse to carry along. Or if you wanted to put a longer strap on it, you could do a crossbody purse to go along with your outfit. Use it to carry your dice as a dice bag. Also would be awesome for this. But yeah, show me yours when you get it done. If you want to use different colors than I did, I think there's so many different possibilities you can do with this. You know, a light yellow base or a bright yellow base color with some different colored petals could really go well. So if you have any questions, contact me on my Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or Etsy, and we'll see how yours turned out. All right, talk to you later.